Hello everyone, 안녕하세요 여러분. Last time I shared a lesson on how to use verbs more flexibly, and today I'm back with another very useful verb pattern. So the verb that we are going to study today is 내가. So basically you can think of this verb as an active form of 나다, which we learned in the previous lesson. So as I mentioned before, 나다 used when something comes into existence naturally. When it combines with other verbs, it creates new meaning. So for example, 화나다. So 화나다 means to get angry. So 화 is anger and 나다 is something comes into existence. That means this anger is coming out of maybe my head from my heart. So I got angry. That's 화나다. Or 콧물이 나다. So 코 is nose, 물 is water. So 콧물 means runny nose. Runny nose comes into existence. That means to have runny nose. So basically both verbs are something that we didn't have before, right? So 화, anger, I didn't get angry before, but I got angrier. So the anger comes into existence. And 콧물, I didn't have runny nose, but later I have runny nose. So runny nose comes into existence. So that's 콧물이 나다. So this is how we combine this 나다 verb with a bunch of other nouns. That's what we learned in the previous lesson. That was really useful verbs as long as you know the concept of this verb. So in this lesson, we will focus on 내다, which is the active counterpart of 나다. So while 나다 describes something that happens naturally or passively, 내다 used when the speaker actively creates or produces something. So although both verbs are related to something being created, 나다 is passive form, 내다 is an active form when someone intentionally makes it happen. And also because of this difference, when 내다 combines with other verbs, it often creates very different meanings from 나다. And another important characteristic of 내다 is that it carries the sense of bringing something that was inside to the outside. So I'll show you this example, 소리 나다, 소리 내다. So this is not a verb combination example yet, but it is a great way to clearly see the difference. So the first verb, 소리 내다. 소리 means sound. 내다 means to actively produce and bring out. So 소리 내다 here used when someone actively makes sound. So for example, I'm sitting in a movie theater and I keep rustling my popcorn. Then the friend next to me might say, 소리 좀 내지 마. Stop making noise. So here I'm actively causing the sound by just rustling popcorn, and the sound is coming outwards because of my action. So that's 소리 내다. But on the other hand, 소리 나다 is passive. So if you hear a strange sound but you don't know where it came from, then you might say 방금 소리 나지 않았어? So in this case, the focus is on the fact that the sound is occurred, not on who caused it. So as you can see now, 내다 involves actively creating something and letting something that was inside come out. So now let's look at some verbs that are commonly formed with 내다. First verb, 해내다. 하다 plus 내다, to accomplish or to pull something off. 하다 is do verb and 내다 is something actively creates and put it out there. That's 내다. So when these two verbs combined, that means to accomplish. So basically it gives the feeling of you're working through something difficult and finally producing a result. That's 해내다. So it's kind of similar to I made it in English. 해내다. So this verb often used when something was a challenge but you succeed in the end. You made it. 해냈어요. Next verb, 밀어내다. 밀다 means to push. That's 밀다. And 내다 is also the same. Something actively creates and put it out there. Then what happened when we combine these two verbs? Push and actively create something. To push something or someone out intentionally. That could be 밀어내다. So there's one person I don't really like, so I try to push him away. 밀어냈어요. That means you try not to close with that person. That's 밀어내다. And next verb is 꺼내다. What's 꺼? So here 꺼 carries the nuance of something that was deep inside or hidden. That's 꺼. So basically you trying to bring something out, 내다, the thing that was in a very dark place or a hidden spot. So for example, 가방에서 in my bag, I took my wallet. 지갑을 꺼냈어요. That means to take a wallet out of my bag. 가방에서 지갑을 꺼냈어요. 지갑 was in the dark place of my bag, so that was 꺼내다. If anything that's inside, something like bag or basket, then we can use the word 꺼내다. And also, revealing secret also can be 비밀을 꺼내다. For example, I try to keep something secret, but I ended up revealing the secret. 비밀을 꺼냈어요. So 비밀, the secret, was in a very dark place where I try to keep it in a very hidden place in my mind, and I finally revealed it. That means 꺼내다. And also bring up a story, 이야기를 꺼내다. So when you bring up a topic or any story, then we can say 이야기를 꺼내다. And next one, 만들어내다. 만들다 is to make, 내다, something actively created and then put it out there. Or something that was inside and I put it out there. So when these two things combine and creating something through effort and presenting it as a result, that's 만들어내다. So for example, in Korea, we have cooking competition show. When chefs are given a mission and manage to produce an amazing dish in a very limited time, then 짧은 시간 안에 훌륭한 요리를 만들어냈습니다. So at this point, even if you see a combined verb that you never learned before, you can start guessing the meaning. For example, you see 생각해내다, but we all know 생각하다. Even if you see this combined verb for the first time, you can just guess, oh, 생각하다 is to think, and 내다 is something actively created and then put it out there. So maybe it could be to come up with an idea. This is why verb combinations are very, very useful and powerful. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time. 안녕!